Hello everyone, my name is Sakshi Pawar. I am student of Research Institute from batch 22nd. So today's topic for daily task video is the muscular system. The muscular system is composed of specialized cells called muscle fibers. Their predominant function is contractibility. The muscles attached to bones or internal organs and blood vessels are responsible for the movement. Nearly all movement in the body is a result of a muscle contraction. Exceptions to this are the action of cilia, the flagellum on the sperm cells, and the amoeboid movement of some white blood cells. The integrated action of joints, bones, and skeletal muscles provides the obvious movements such as walking, running, etc. The skeletal muscles also produces more subtle movements that results in the various facial expressions, eye movements, and respiration. In addition to movement, muscle contraction also fulfills some other important functions in the body, such as posture, joint stability, and heat production. The posture such as sitting and standing is maintained as a result of a muscle contraction. The skeletal muscles are continually making fine adjustments like hold the body in stationary positions. The tendons of many muscles extend over joints and in this way contribute to the joint stability. This is particularly evident in knee and shoulder joints, where the muscle tendons are a major factor in stabilizing the joint. The heat production to maintain the body temperature is an important byproduct of the muscle metabolism. A whole skeletal muscle is considered an organ of the muscular system. Each organ or muscle consists of a skeletal muscle tissue, and connective tissue, nerve tissue, and the blood or vascular tissue. The muscle cells or fibers, like other body cells, are soft and fragile. And the connective tissue covering furnish support and protection for the delicate cells and allow them to withstand the forces of a contraction. And the covering also provide the pathway for the passage of blood vessels and nerves. Commonly the epimysium, perimysium, and the endomysium extend beyond the fleshy part of the muscle. And the belly or a gaster to form a thick rope-like tendon or a broad flat sheet-like structure. The tendon and aponeurias form indirect attachments from the muscles to the peristeum of the bones or the connective tissue or other muscles. Typically a muscle spans a joint and it is attached to bones by the tendons at the both ends. One of these bones remains relatively fixed or stable while the other moves as a result of a muscle contraction. Skeletal muscle have an abundant supply of blood vessels and nerves. Before a skeletal muscle fiber can contract, it has to receive an impulse from a nerve cell, generally an artery, and at least one vein accompany each nerve that penetrates the epimysium of a skeletal muscle. And the branches of the nerve and the blood vessels follow the connective tissue components of the muscle nerve cell, and with the one or more minute blood vessels called as capillaries. There are three types of the muscles. First one is skeletal, second one is smooth muscle, and third one is cardiac muscle. The skeletal muscle is attached to bones. It is responsible for skeletal movements, and the peripheral portion of the central nervous system controls the skeletal muscles. Thus, these muscles are under conscious or voluntary control. The basic unit of this muscle fiber with the many nuclei. These muscle fibers are striated and each act independently of neighboring muscle fibers. So the second type is smooth muscles. Smooth muscles found in walls of the hollow internal organs such as blood vessels, the gastrointestinal tract, bladder and the uterus. It's under the control of the autonomic nervous system, and smooth muscles cannot be controlled consciously and thus act involuntary. So the third type of the muscles is non-striated, that is smooth muscles. It is spindle shaped and has one central nucleus. Smooth muscle contracts slowly and rhythmically. And another type of the muscle is cardiac muscle. The cardiac muscle is found in the walls of the heart. It is also under control of the autonomic nervous system. The cardiac muscle cell has one central nucleus like smooth muscles, but it also is striated. The skeletal muscle. The cardiac muscle is rectangular in shape, and the contraction of the cardiac muscle is involuntary, strong and rhythmic. So the smooth and cardiac muscle